Never actually beat this level in hard mode, so this is gonna be a pain. Yay! Think like they're a teen at 1 and adult at 3. That is... One, a very, very fucking fast growth cycle. 2, still very, very sad. Half of their time in their teenagehood, and then less than half of that lifetime and in adulthood. That is so fucking sad. That is terrible. Okay, now she's faster and more aggressive. Dealing multiple attacks at a time. But I got around the corner before she killed me. I was wrong. Damn, she has a long fucking dash. Shamans aren't made by age, but it's a special class that essentially gathers magic from a collective. Becoming a shaman at the ripe age of 1. Other magic practitioners must be fucking jealous of them. Unless they're not that great of a shaman. Unless the greatest magic practitioner in the world is a goblin who mastered it in less than 5 years. That would be a riot. Hits. I'm getting closer. I'm learning a little better. This is still hard as nails. Galvanized nails, that was the wrong thing. Pick up. It's... When I say we generally don't know Goblin's lifespan, the oldest Goblin we know is the last Goblin King's right hand man, who's over 1,000 years old, but we don't know if it's because he's a Goblin or because he's special. And a Goblin Mage who is over 60, but is described to look no older than a Goblin over 4. Damn, so they reach total maturity at an age of 5, and they still look as young decades later. Okay, that means... That means I don't have no idea what their total lifespan could be. Good lord. Shamans aren't that very strong unless they have a fairly large tribe, and most mages don't consider tribal magic real magic. That's just rude. Alright, I think a case of coolant would be a good idea to always keep on hand, since it's the most easiest to reacquire. Thing is, you have to press some machines twice to grab an item and then reload the item. If you're not quick enough, you just end up with an empty machine, and that's no good. I got pretty good at the double pressing, but not 100% consistent. Good lordy. Very bad idea to go right where she was. Mages are very pretentious, obviously, in this world, but we only really get 2 races that have shamans in this world, and that's goblins and gnolls. Gnolls. Gnolls is a fun word to say. Ugh, excuse me. Starting to yawn for some reason. Piss and shit. And other gross stuff that is normally used as a rude exclamation. Wow, that was quick. But it was low enough. I gotta stop trying to round around the corners. That is super not happening. The Mages of Wistram has denied the gnolls, sorry. Ooh, boy. hyper concentrating because I really don't want to die. That was way too risky. I don't know why I did that. Hits. Forgot to reload the battery. Mages of Wistram, the giant castle in an island that abducts people and trains them, I think, right? Yeah. Has denied the Gnolls' ability to do magic because a few centuries ago, the Gnolls sent a shaman as a representative who couldn't do magic without her tribe. In turn, Gnolls completely disdain Wistram and deny and business without. What do you mean by deny the Gnolls' ability to do magic? Do you mean they just outright believe they couldn't do magic? Deny business with them. Did I just say, yeah, no, you can't do magic? Or did they cast a spell so they could never do magic again? Damn it. They believe Gnolls have no magic potential at all besides shaman magic. And so the Gnolls took that as an insult and decided, you know what? Fuck you, we're not dealing with you ever again. Like that? If you're sticking to the walls, the electricity is gonna get you. That was just very, very pathetic. Good lord, I had hot dogs for lunch and they're still hunting me right now. Hogging walls, that is my main way of fucking dying. Main way of embarrassingly dying. I was gonna say, why were they so rude, and then I remembered pretentiousness. Yes. Anyway, both species can in fact do magic because... Because what? Or is that where the sentence ends? I do wish to see trolls in the though. Yes. Trolls trying to do magic, or trolls in the story? Oh, because of a few characters. And trolls in the story. Good to hear that a bunch of pretentious assholes are proven wrong. And they probably won't acknowledge it, but... we were wrong about something? Preposterous. We would never be wrong about anything. And trolls in the story. You already have a lot of fantasy species. Why would you like to see trolls as well? We know for a fact they are indeed monsters since they can't level, but I do question why half trolls can level. Oh, that... okay, so I misinterpreted what you mean trolls in the story. Because of the other half? Damn it. Oh, boy. What's the other half of half trolls? See, now I'm questioning what enables people to receive quests in the first place. It's... why we know trolls are sentient, but why doesn't the system seem to acknowledge them? Those are just bounties, but put up by adventuring guilds. Okay, so then what do you mean by they can't get quests? Wait, give me 2 seconds, I'm trying to parse all this information. I said they can't level. Right. But they are still sentient. They could take up quests, but not level out of them. They could... Could they still get the monetary value of the bounties? You don't get levels from quests. Then how do you get levels? Technically you do, but from doing the tasks from the quest and not the quest itself. By doing the task and not by... what's the word? Turning in the quest. Get levels by doing a certain thing required for a certain class. Do trolls have classes? No. Well, that explains that. They don't have class, skills, levels, or anything. So why does the system as a whole not take them into consideration? What's different between trolls and everybody else that does apply to the system? We know sentient beings are required for quests, that's why things like dogs or rats can't level. What's different between a troll and a human? See if we can find an answer through that. Hits. Maybe we should just try and play it safer. The generator's time limit may be shorter, but it's still a time. They have tough, rock-like skin, can regenerate fast, are taller and stronger. all those things apply to half-trolls, but to a lesser extent. What's so different between a troll and a half-troll? I'm trying to form like a Venn diagram. Where the same things between trolls and half-trolls are in the middle, and we're actually trying to look at what isn't in the middle. If it's not in the middle and on the side of the trolls, then that is that's what makes it so that you don't qualify for the leveling system. And what's outside of the middle from the side of the half-trolls is what does. Did that make sense? Also, you want to see them in the story. One of so many fucking unsolved mysteries. The second banging on the wrench in the ground has an X-shaped hitbox. It has so few times actually killed me that I haven't even fully registered it. I mean to do that one, but whatever. That was a bad idea. Double bad idea. So you're thinking until we see them in the story, we're not gonna get a concise answer. Because we don't have enough clues right now. Okay. I am playing way too risky. It's right there. Can't think of any information on trolls that doesn't come from us learning about half-trolls besides the fact that ogres and them eat each other. Imagine if your general relationship status with ogres, specifically, is what qualifies you to being in the system. Are they cool with ogres? Yes or no? If no, no system. It's